a beautiful winter's day here in Valencia, and it's about 19 degrees, so it's going to be a beautiful sunset. So I thought that we could walk along the boardwalk and see what's going on. Join me. So this is Malvarosa Beach. We're going to take a shortcut here through some of the restaurants. This is actually one of the most famous restaurants here on the boardwalk. It's called La Pepica. Supposedly one of the best paellas in Valencia, but I've yet to try it. And just on this left side here, you're gonna see lots and lots of restaurants. We've got some rooftop bars up there, some pretty sick hotels too, with, of course, a beach view. Gelato shop. Guess the song. Leave the song name in the comments. So I've done the math, and it should take about 35 minutes to walk from the right side of the beach. We started on the right side over to the other beach that they have down that way. I actually forgot the name of the beach right now. We will be reminded of it very soon. So we should arrive just in time for the sunset on the other beach. You also have some fast food joints like Burger King and some pizza and beer spots. In the distance you can see some boats. I've seen some windsurfing here. It's usually quite windy here at Malvarosa Beach. Today it's actually not so bad. So it can get quite chilly. Today is Thursday, so there's less people here on the boardwalk than usual. Even during the winter it gets pretty busy. Lots and lots of people. Does anyone know where this shop is? Where it's from? Because I've been seeing it all around and I don't know where it's from. You gotta love the palm trees in Valencia. We're gonna be seeing so many of them. So over here we have a pretty sick resort. It's called Las Arenas. You're gonna see the Christmas tree set up in there. Huge pool and whatnot. Not a bad view. So I actually arrived in Spain just over a month ago. And it's been really lovely coming here to the boardwalk to get some exercise in after work. I actually didn't go in the water though. Kind of regretting that decision right now. Although I'm sure the water is so cold. Would have been a good pick-me-up, but I don't know. I get cold quite easily, so I've actually been wearing sweaters around the apartment. During our walk, I'm going to be talking a little about Valencia. It's actually my, I want to say second time here. Yeah, it's my second time here. Now this is quite the area. The sunset's actually really amazing from here because the sun is over there right now. So this area has a pretty sick sunset with all the palm trees. But I found it to be pretty amazing on the other side too, so you tell me which one you prefer. And you've got all the traditional shops in the background there, a very colorful little avenue. Let's cut through this area here. Check that out. You can take some pretty cool Instagram pics here. And you've got all the exercise equipment lined up, so you can do a quick little session as you walk along the beach. So today's actually my last day, full day in Spain, because tomorrow I'm headed to London for the first time. It's going to be my first time in England. I'm really excited about it. I know it's going to be pretty crazy with the holidays because today is December 21st. So I'm expecting it to be freaking packed. But gotta go see it at some point. Why not now? If not now, when, right? I have a friend that lives there. I've always held off going to London because it's a bit too expensive for my budget. But my friend is living there currently, so seemed like a good moment to go check it out. We've got some people playing paddle ball, I believe it's called. Beach tennis. It's like a mixture of beach tennis with volleyball, I guess. Also, do let me know what you're thinking of this video format today. It's very different from what I'm used to doing. You're not seeing a lot of my mug today. I suppose that's a good thing. Over here we've got a cool little boat museum, not museum, monument thing with the water flowing. I've seen a lot of Spanish tourists actually towards the end of the year, but a lot of French people too. And of course, South American people, Mexican, and from all over Europe, a lot of Scandinavian people. Every day there's tons of people playing beach volleyball here. Would have been cool to try it one day. A lot of training and games all the time. You can already get a pretty good sense of what the sunset's going to look like over on the other side. I can also talk as I go, give you some information. Let's talk about the buses for a bit. One really cool thing about the buses here is that you can just pay with your debit card. I was literally paying with Apple Pay the whole time. €50, just get on the bus, swipe it, and you're done. You can also do their card thing or whatever and pay cheaper for 10 rides or whatever, but you do have to purchase their transport card, which I had, but I was too lazy to go and top up, so. So I definitely took a lot of buses here. They also have trams, and do use the high-speed trains when in Spain. They're the most convenient way to get around. Super cheap, hassle-free, light security at the station. You can arrive like 20 minutes before, put your bag through an x-ray, and you're done. I think it was less than €10 from Madrid to Valencia. I don't understand why the basketball hoops are kind of crooked. All of them are like that. See what I mean? Can anyone explain that to me, please? Got some little goals set up for beach football, which is pretty awesome. And some more crooked basketball hoops. Now we're getting to the restaurant areas. Every 30 meters or so, you're gonna see a beach restaurant or a brewery or something like that. And you know what? The prices aren't half bad. Of course, they're more expensive than usual because you're right on the beach, but the food was really good and it's worth it for the views. But do call in advance to try and get a table, because if you show up on Saturday and the sun is shining, there's no way you're getting an outside table. And this is the one me and my friends had some food and drinks at. It's called El Trompo, Paella House. Not a bad view from there. So this is the area where I actually go in usually. It's where my friend's apartment is located. So she lives just a 5-minute walk from here, so pretty amazing location. Thanks to Julia and Thiago for hosting me for the second time now. Love those two. And they actually were in the Philippines all of this month, so they were brave enough to leave me the apartment. God bless them. God bless them. Definitely a bit of an aging population here in Spain. Not only Spain, but Portugal as well. Some beach exercise. Got some cruises in the back there. One thing I want to talk about is that if I were in Barcelona right now, I would never be doing this kind of video. I have my gimbal out, my iPhone. With the amount of theft happening in Barcelona recently, I'm not sure that would be a good idea, but as you can tell, the boardwalk here is very family oriented, not dangerous at all. So I feel much more comfortable filming here. So absolutely you should visit Valencia. This is now one of my favorite Spanish cities. I haven't been to all of them, but I have been to Sevilla, which I absolutely love. And of course, you need to visit Barcelona too for all of the amazing monuments and landmarks they have there. But I think if you're looking to relax and just enjoy another beautiful Spanish city, Valencia is the way to go. But of course, there were tons of crowds in the city center in the old town since it is holiday season. But over here by the beach, it's not too bad. The population actually changes a bit here at Malvarosa beach. It's a bit more of a gypsy population actually. But you see all sorts of people. Casa Carmela in the back there. That orange building, just there. Smaller one in the middle. That's also a great paella spot. apparently. Way too many paella spots here in Valencia. Can't try them all, but definitely try the Valencia paellana when you're here. Wow, I said that completely wrong. Paella Valenciana. It's the original paella is here from Valencia, so it's made with chicken, rabbit, green beans, and snails. Very different from the seafood paellas you get around other spots. So this is just about where the beach changes names. So I think we're in good time. Sunset will be at the end of the other beach there. Probably can't tell because I'm using my gimbal, but I'm walking quite fast, so I'm actually regretting using my hoodie because I'm sweating a bit. You can see everyone's kind of bundled up, even though it's a nice day today. It does get quite chilly at night. Well, that's a perfect little spot to watch the sunset there. This is the name of the beach, by the way, Alboraya. The name of the second beach on the left side. Do I see a huge difference between them? Not really. Or is it called La Patacona? Now I'm just not sure. Maybe one is the neighborhood, one is the beach. But what I do like about this part is that they have all these cute little restaurants on the left here. I'm going to show you one of them specifically that I've heard has. Okay, look at this. This is actually one of my favorite sunset spots. Let's stop here really quickly. Look at those colors. You have the palm trees on top. It's a perfect spot for a picture here. I actually recorded an Instagram Reels right here. And right over there is the spot where I've heard the breakfast is really amazing. Okay, so Alboraya is actually the municipio, so I'm guessing the beach is called La Patacona, and this spot here is called La Más Bonita. I've heard it's pretty amazing, but this other one here called Casa Patacona is always full of people too, so you can just come here at the end of the day and enjoy some glass of wine or a beer or some tea or some coffee with the sunset. And that ain't half bad, folks. That's the view you get from the restaurants. Obviously a lot of seafood going on. A lot of old school Spanish architecture. I'm not even gonna try to get more specific than that in terms of architecture, but there you have it. The other day I was passing by this part here and there was a huge party going on. People getting wasted. Look at those sunset colors in the back. All right, lastly I want to talk about my plans for the next year. So tomorrow I'm going to London. January 6th I'll be back in here in Valencia actually for another 10 days or so. And then I'm headed to Egypt for the first time. It's always been my dream to visit Egypt. Nikki from Nikki Post Travel Stuff will be joining me. Always good to see her. After Egypt, we do have a flight booked to Tunisia. So we're gonna check out Tunisia, which I predict to be one of the hottest digital nomad spots for 2024. I will ratify that information once I get there. We'll see how easy it is to get a beer there, because I know they're not allowed to sell it, but in the expat community you can always find a way, right? And after Tunisia, I'm just not sure. I've thought of Bulgaria, I've thought of Bosnia. I'm gonna try to escape Western Europe because it's gonna start getting really expensive now well, not now, but over the summer, which is about the time I'll be leaving Tunisia. And honestly, I think I'm trying to make my way to Thailand. And I've been to Thailand before, but it's about time I went back. And I want to spend at least 3 months there. And maybe go back to Japan. I want to visit Sri Lanka. We'll see, folks. I'm making about $1,000 a month. So this is all pretty miraculous as it is. But when friends help me out, like Julia and Thiago have, Nikki's always a helping hand too, I do manage to get around. And I do manage to show you as much as possible. Lastly, we're gonna go check out the water here. I have my tennis shoes on, so I'm afraid I can't dip my feet. Way too hard, the logistics of it. But just to give you a feel of the sunsets here in Valencia, honestly, every day is like this, even when the weather is not as good as it was today. These colors are always here. Though I don't like all the cranes they have on the right side, unfortunately, but just trying to find any problem here, because obviously life is good right now. And these guys are doing some stand-up paddle and surfing, I believe. Or just stand-up paddling. The old sup. Oh, you can really smell that ocean aroma right now. You can see the waves aren't huge. Just look at these colors here. If the audio wasn't amazing today, I do apologize, because I actually lost my microphone on a sunset boat tour in a town called El Palmar here close to Valencia. I had a little too much sangria and left my microphone on a boat, so I actually just purchased another camera today, the Osmo Pocket 3, and I will have access to that baby as soon as I get back from London. So we're still gonna get a few iPhone videos in London, but once I'm back in Valencia, it's time to first learn how to use the new camera and then make some sick videos for you. I will see you guys in London. Thanks for walking with me today. I'm glad I was able to show you the amazing sunset in Malvarosa Beach, Valencia, Spain, Earth, the universe, the multiverse, and who knows what else.